say, kids? What time is it?
Hey, it's Edson at GeekTime TV. Hey, remember when Eric July made almost $4 million off his first comic book, ISOM #1, from his Ripperverse line? Well, he just recently announced ISOM #2 is going to be coming out very soon, and probably the biggest news of all is this. Chuck Dixon to join Eric July's Rippaverse with new 90-page graphic novel titled Alphacore. Dixon. He got Chuck Dixon to write a comic for his line. This is huge. I remember Chuck Dixon's been writing awesome comics for, 40, 50 years. I remember back in the 80s he was working on, did a lot of the Savage Sword of Conan issues. That was like black and white, magazine-sized comic on Conan, and those were some great stories. And then in the 90s, he was probably the most prolific Batman writer, working on Detective Comics. I remember the great storyline Nightfall that introduced Bane. He also did a Nightwing run. He did Tim Drake's Robin, and he's been working. It would probably take me to spend hours just going over all of his work, but now he's going to be writing for the Rippaverse. This is incredible. Let's look at the details here. Longtime Batman, Punisher, and Conan the Barbarian writer Chuck Dixon recently announced he will be joining Eric July's Ripperverse with a new 90-page graphic novel titled Alphacore. 90-page. That's like, that's like a trade paperback for 5-6 issues. Let's see here. Dixon made the announcement in a video uploaded to Eric July's YouTube channel where he says, "Hey, I'm Chuck Dixon. I've been invited to join the Ripperverse. Eric July has assigned me a 90-page graphic novel called Alphacore." And I remember these characters that form Alphacore. They were introduced in ISOM #1. Dixon, who then provided some details about the graphic novel. It stars a team of superhero cops who patrol the skies and the streets of Forest Park in search of super creeps, weirdos, and villains. Boy, do they find them. It's full of action, Dixon continued. It's kind of a police procedural meets a superhero comic. Yep, action is what Dixon does best. Dixon was mum on who he was collaborating with, saying, "I wish I could tell you who the artist is, but Eric wants to tell you that himself. However," he added, "trust me, it's a big name, it's a big gun, it's someone you've seen before. And I've seen a lot of the artwork, and it's going to blow you away." This is amazing. Now it's like we got to look forward to who the artist is going to be. Following Dixon's brief announcement, July commented saying, "For me, this is everything coming full circle. Understand that his books, what he was doing with the Bat family in the 90s, that was my introduction. Those were the books that I read growing up." Yeah, me too. "And for me to be in the position to work with him is a dream certainly come true. And man, it's certainly a blessing, and I'm thankful to even be in this position," he added. Specifically speaking about the graphic novel, July said, "You're going to thoroughly enjoy the Alphacore book. It turned out absolutely amazing." It turned out absolutely amazing. Wow, so that means he's well into it at this point. I think you should be expecting it coming out soon. This is great. Chuck came up with an amazing script. There's also some new characters that I introduced in it that I know you guys are going to thoroughly enjoy. July then made it clear that he plans to collaborate with Dixon in the future. Awesome. This is not going to be the only project that we do with Chuck. We've been chatting a lot, and we have some other ideas as well. So this is one of the OGs. Again, it was a point in time where he could not miss. Everything that he was dropping was just great work, and we know that because he's been blacklisted. But if you will, whatever you want to call it, they're not going to let him touch those classic stories. That's fine. We have him here for Ripperverse. Yeah, this is a great idea. Just get him to work on all new characters, all new books. I miss Chuck Dixon's work, and I can't wait to see what he develops. And hopefully, much like his work back in the Gap, that this is going to be stuff that people are going to be jamming for years to come, he concluded. The Alphacore were originally introduced in July's ISOM #1 that is still available for purchase from Ripperverse. Ripperverse plans to launch a pre-order campaign for ISOM #2 beginning in June. Okay, so June, ISOM #2. Dixon's Alphacore graphic novel is expected to be released after ISOM #2 with a release window sometime this fall, although Ripperverse's creative and social media manager Andrew Rodriguez did note that the book might be released earlier, but the company doesn't want to overcommit at this time. Wow! So this might in the fall or earlier. It's going to be like right around the corner. I mean, we're already almost in the summertime. This is not going to be very much longer. I can't wait for this to come out. This is awesome. This is good. The Ripperverse line is just going to be it's just gonna stay right at the top of comics at this point if they're gonna keep putting out this great quality books. I read ISOM number 1. It was good, and now ISOM number 2 is gonna come out, and now we're gonna get this more different titles. Chuck Dixon, great addition to this. This is gonna be great. I can't wait. This is incredible news, and I hope it's very successful, and Chuck Dixon stays with the Rippaverse for many years to come. Can't wait to see this come out and see what they come up with. Okay, that's it for me. Hopefully, there's going to be a lot more Rippaverse news coming up very, very soon, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.
If you enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up below. Also, please subscribe to GeekTime TV. It really helps us grow the channel. And make sure you hit that bell icon in order to receive notifications every time we drop new content here. You can also check us out on social media on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at GeekTimeNet. Thanks again for watching. We will see you soon.
Say, kids, what time is that?